Downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit. Local 4 News at noon starts now.
A sunny start to the week in Metro Detroit. The local forecasters tracking just how long this beautiful weather will last. And President-elect Joe Biden, as you just heard, launching his transition team. But President Trump promises a new round of lawsuits challenging the election results.
Legal votes.
But first, we are tracking the latest on coronavirus here in Michigan. Warren Mayor Jim Fouts takes action after a recent surge in cases. Warren City Hall will be closed to the public all week long. The police department and the courts there have also seen spikes in cases. Nick Monticelli shows us this development comes as several local school districts also making big changes.
Good afternoon. We finally have kind of a grasp on how many people inside City Hall and other city buildings have come down with COVID-19, but that number, of course, could be going up. But the mayor does consider City Hall to be a hot spot. Between City Hall, the police department, and the court, at least 23 city employees have tested positive. The worst case is a department head in City Hall, a usually otherwise healthy man in his 50s. This morning, Mayor Fouts told me his oxygen levels are up, but he is still on a ventilator. Of the 23 employees, 9 are police officers, and more of those officers are quarantining at home waiting for test results. In the meantime, the police department is closed, which it has been, but people can make an appointment to come inside. Last night, Mayor Fouts made the decision to close City Hall, saying it was the only choice he had.
Put it bluntly, we're a potential hotspot, if not a hotspot. With one employee seriously under a ventilator, that means we can't take any chances.
We have basically the department locked down, other than those that have an appointment to come in. The officers and the civilian employees do wear face masks, take the protocols. We sanitize the department at least twice a day. Also, the cars are sanitized at least twice a day.
Now, the mayor did say that the majority of the city employees are working from home right now, so residents in Warren should not see any changes to city services. In Warren, Nick Monticelli, Local 4.
Today, we expect to get an update on outbreak numbers in schools. Saturday, the state reported a record 6,200 cases, along with 65 deaths. That includes 42 identified during a vital records review. There were also 7,800 recoveries reported, bringing that total to nearly 129,000. And several school districts will shift back to completely remote learning as cases surge. This includes Grosse Pointe, Bloomfield Hills, and Troy. Utica Community Schools will phase out in-person learning throughout this week. Yesterday, the United States passed 10 million total coronavirus cases with 239,000 deaths. Now, as President-elect Biden alluded to, there is some cautious optimism about a coronavirus vaccine. Pfizer and its German partner BioNTech says new data shows its experimental vaccine is more than 90% effective in preventing COVID-19. The initial analysis looked at 94 infections recorded in a study that enrolled nearly 44,000 people. The companies say they have so far found no serious safety threats and will request emergency use of the vaccine in the United States later this month. That encouraging news on the virus vaccine and some clarity on the presidential election results has sent stock prices soaring today. Here's a live look at the Dow Jones Industrial Average, which is up about 1,000 points. Earlier, the Dow was up more than 1,500 points, but has stabilized some. Stocks in cruise lines, airlines, and restaurants also rallying, and oil prices are up nearly 10%. The presidential race has been called, but the battle is not over. The White House promises to step up legal challenges in several states where the results were close, some where the vote counting continues right now. Jay Gray is at the White House with a closer look at that and President-elect Joe Biden's response.
As crews prepare the inaugural parade stage just outside the White House gates, President Trump continues to insist he should be the one standing there in January.
If you count the legal votes, I easily win.
He hasn't said anything publicly since late last week, but continues to make baseless claims to victory and of corruption and fraud in the election process on social media. His team now considering campaign-style rallies in areas where they are stepping up legal challenges, while even some of his closest allies are questioning the strategy.
If your basis for not conceding is that there was voter fraud, then show us. We can't back you blindly without evidence.
President-elect Joe Biden isn't waiting on evidence or a concession.
Our work begins with getting COVID under control.
Biden meeting today with doctors and scientists creating a COVID-19 task force and attack plan. With the virus spreading out of control, more than 100,000 new cases daily for the last week and climbing. We're also getting an idea of his goals for his first 100 days in office, which includes rejoining the Paris Climate Agreement and the World Health Organization. Also high on that list, trying to heal a divided nation. Crowds continue to gather in election hotspots, including just outside of the gates here in Black Lives Plaza, where protesters say they'll remain until President Trump is gone. Jay Gray, NBC News, the White House.
The Biden team moving full speed ahead, ramping up discussions about who might fill critical posts in the administration. Governor Whitmer was being considered as a running mate for a time for President-elect Biden. However, on Sunday, she dismissed the idea of taking a position in his cabinet.
I have been very clear all along. I have no intention on leaving. I love being the governor of Michigan. I feel grateful to be here. I've got a lot of work to do, and I think I can be a great partner to a Biden-Harris administration from right here at home.
As we learn more about who may join the president-elect's cabinet, we'll, of course, update you on air and at clickondetroit.com. Still ahead, we have a Help Me Hank alert from General Motors. What could happen when you're on the road that could pose a serious safety threat? And in good health, new research suggests new drugs are helping the fight against cancer. Details on that